Today we're going to be reviewing the Randall Model 3 with a 6-inch blade. The Randall Model 3 has been in Randall's catalog since the 1940s, and as the number designates, it's been there for a long time. Randall states that it's their best-selling sporting model, and it has been actually openly copied by Charade in their Golden Spike model, and if you looked at their lineup right now, you will see this with a Charade name on it. Enough said for the ultimate compliment. All of Randall's knives in this form here are hand forged, and I emphasize hand forged, 01 tool steel or 440B stainless. Some people like to rag on the 440B, but this is hand forged and with all the attributes of forged, not just simply stamped. These knives start off with a 1/4-inch stock, and through the manufacturing process it comes down to slightly less than that full 1/4-inch, and they come in 5, 6, and 7-inch variations. The standard model comes with a stacked leather handle. This is a variant. You can get stag, hardwoods, micarta are also optional. The guard here is brass, which is the standard, but you can order a nickel guard if you would like. Also, they can come with a butt cap, and there's options there. Basically, if you go to the Randall catalog with just this knife here, and you can pick from the options, you can have a total of about 576 options and variations of just this knife here when you figure in steel type, handle material, and length of blade, and so forth. This particular model here I obtained from a Randall dealer in Jackson, Wyoming. It was either 1978 or 79, and while I was working for a cattle operation here in the Southwest, I actually used it to dress out beef-sized animals for the table, and it's been on various camping and outdoor activities and endeavors, so you can see that it has had some travel. It has all the features that a Randall would have. It has the classic distal tapers, which helps with the balance, and as the longer the blades get, the more important that can be. It has ample curvature here for skinning, so it's a very useful item for that purpose, and when you skin out a beef-sized animal, you learn to know what is and what's not valuable. Also has plenty of straight edge here for general utility, and the edge with all Randalls, the edge is well supported by the bevel, so you're not going to chip or crack anything, and it just maintains well. Randall also has a feature which they refer to as the index finger cutout, and it fits right here, and it gives you extra control, extra leverage as you might need to shorten the blade up for a particular item, and then you can pull back into here also. And secondly, but this may or may not be their intention, but it works out this way: when you go to edge the knife, you can edge the entire edge because of the cutout. This knife was manufactured in the late 70s, and this can be denoted by the thickness of the spacers right here. And then on the later models, this one here was manufactured in the late 90s. This one was in the late 80s, and you can see by the thickness right here. And there's a whole range of ways to date a Randall. That is one of them. Also, if you have the original sheath, there was variations of the buttons in some of the earlier ones. Notice here on the 70s vintage, nickel button here, 80s vintage, brass. This designation here, you have the Randall trademark, and then you have the Model 3 with the 6-inch blade. Continuing on, to help you with the age thing, this here is for the Model 1, and you'll notice here, for some reason they changed this to here, but they only have a 5 that's hiding underneath here, so I guess they figured you knew. But here's how it changed. This one was from the late 80s, and you can see the construction is different here than was on the previous one, and it also has the stone. Okay, this is primarily to help you continue on dating the materials. Here again, the thinner spacing material, and then this slight difference in the way that it's constructed with the sheathing. And then the belt loop is tucked in here as opposed to flipped over. And then Randall, here it is, designates Model 5 with an 8-inch blade, and here's the trademark, and you can see the stitching is slightly different from the other one. Also, this one was ordered without the stone, whereas they typically come with a stone. At any rate, some quick recommendations here with the Randall product. This one has worked very well for me in the Southwest here because the 01 tool steel is not a stainless. It's not a problem here in the Southwest. However, if you lived on the Gulf Coast, or if you were going to be set this up to use in saltwater applications, you might want to go with the forged stainless steel, and then possibly a synthetic material such as micarta in the handle to prevent maintenance issues. Thank you and good day. Finally, please subscribe to our channel and like our videos. We'd appreciate it. Thank you and goodbye.